Alright, what's good, y'all? This is Too Real Sports, where we keep it way too real.
Unapologetic, unscripted, uncensored, all the way up in here.
And today is a special day for, well, first, we have a personal friend on here, CapKleen, but it's a special day for him. You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on with his jersey. We had to have a representative.
Of the Day One Laker Nation.
Day one. Now, like I said, a friend, we done all went to high school together since 14 years old. Rice Raiders, Kemba Walker, Felipe Lopez, Russell Robinson,
Toro DeBoer,
yeah, just a lot of pros.
Jay Barrett, can he say, my bad.
Yeah, you know. But gotta have a Laker. Cap, now I wanted to let's get this out the way. Now, also because you're a personal friend, but one of the dopest rappers, I think, lyrical, we don't get all into that a little bit. But also that, and I know music. Anybody who know me know I know music, so I ain't gonna just say that just because he's my friend. But bigger than that, Laker.
Yeah.
Laker.
Y'all know what happened. Man, y'all know what happened, man.
Laker.
Y'all know what happened. A lot of people didn't,
Yeah, shine. Go ahead, shine.
Talk your
Shine,
shit, man.
shine.
I don't know if any of y'all saw it, but there's this clip. There's a couple clips. There's a clip where niggas pull the receipts. You know what I'm saying? Where anybody you could think of talking like, I don't know if the niggas gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Now. Matter of fact, before, cause it's just in me. Cause I seen some shit Laker Nation been doing. I hate to be that guy.
Y'all been
doing what it is.
You know?
Identify if it was Laker Nation.
I seen what Laker Nation been doing. We in some of the same group chats. I seen some of the Twitter videos where they replaying some of the stuff people said, right? And some of that stuff is 2018, pre-AD.
Definitely, a lot of it is pre-AD.
It is?
Some of it, not all of it. I'm just saying.
A lot of them on the roster. A lot of them opinions that was going on the videos that was going on.
I'm just saying, let me apologize, because I should have let you shine, and I had to in 2 minutes be that guy. My bad, let me let you shine. Before, and real quick.
I'm definitely about to.
Because I'm a Jersey guy. What is this? Talk to me.
Oh, this right here, it's Eddie Jones.
Oh wow,
Eddie Jones as most people when they think Eddie Jones, they throw number 6.
That's real Laker. You got a 25 Eddie Jones.
Hold on, relax though. You gotta check the date of the year he was born in. So don't think Eddie Jones. Y'all trying to think, oh, what about Cole? What about Magic? And then relax. He wasn't born then. So it's legit. It's legit. It's the Day One Laker legitness, man.
Oh yeah. Eddie Jones. His number was 25 before he had to change it to 6 because I believe they retired Gail Goodrich's number, which is 25.
Yeah.
So he had to change it, and that's what this is. What a lot of people probably don't know is Eddie Jones was actually my first favorite Laker player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the player that I liked. That's what I'm saying, when I got introduced to the team, which was like 97, I say. Okay. 97. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a funny story how I kind of got on him. I got him from I had got like NBA Live. I think it was like 97 or something like that.
95 was fire. I remember 95.
Yeah. I remember 95. His player Jones.
Yeah, Live 95 was classic.
Yeah. I got the Live 97, and when I would play against my older brother, he would pick the Lakers. So when I ain't play against him, as a little brother, I picked the same team he took. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would watch how I noticed how he had, at that time, Kobe was on the bench. Yeah. He would in the starting lineup, he would take Robert Horry out off the 3, put Kobe at the 3, and have, Nick Van Exel, Eddie, Kobe, I think and then Eldon Campbell at the 4, and Shaq at the 5.
Yeah, real Laker.
So I had to that's kind of what made me more get into them more. You know what I'm saying? And then for whatever reason, I just was drawn to Eddie Jones as a player more so. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Eddie Jones was the man at that time.
You know, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, and I respect it so much because I can only imagine he went through a lot. Lakers was going through a lot of turmoil for the last like terrible. All these high drafts, they've been in the lottery for the past since LeBron. Before LeBron got there, they was in the lottery for I don't know how many years. So for him to come on after the hiatus, after the chip, and come on to where it all began, to come on with his Lakers shirt with his Eddie Jones jersey, I know how like as a diehard Knicks fan, I exactly feel how you feel because. When the Knicks finally get back to the top, I can only imagine what jersey I'm going to bring out.
Yeah, they're going to burn the city down.
I'm going to come on with the Walt Frazier menu from his restaurant. I'm lacking. So I'm doing everything. I'm doing Trent Tucker. Like, I'm doing everything. A lot of people don't even know what Trent Tucker is, but I'm doing everything. So I expect it to hold in.
The Knicks win? Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm going to jail.
I'm evacuating the city.
What Ludacris Luda record label? DTP? Yeah, that's why I'll be in the Tombs.
They're going to burn the city down.
But I'm going to be that guy though. However, I have to be that guy. I got to talk about that clip though. We in an age of the media era, technology era, videos, internet. Listen, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of seeing that clip though. Because somebody's going to get upset. And somebody's going to go back to 2011 and play everything that everybody was saying about the Heat in 2011, the first year LeBron, Wade, and Bosh got together.
You know, I'm trying to...
I'm waiting for that video. I can't wait for that video.
I'm sure, you know, I'm trying
to... be that guy, but that's what I'm waiting for.
I'm trying, you know, let him shine. Let him shine. Because, you know, like for your Knicks, when my Cowboys, you know, which is going to be next year, I already see it. We're going to get into that. I already see how it's all unfolding and how it's working out. But... yeah, I'm gonna be ignorant for a while to maybe the next season. So we're gonna let the Lakers shine. We're gonna let the LeBron shine. You know, I saw some of the videos, right? Like we said, we're in the same group chat. I got sent the videos, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, dang, all right, everybody can't be that wrong. So I play it back. I start seeing the dates. You know, certain shows got the date at the top. I'm saying 2018. Then I start noticing people talking about when LeBron first got there. You know, it's a whole different team from Anthony Davis. Now, since we talking Anthony Davis, you a real Laker, so you're not going to take this too personal, you know, more than like a LeBron. But one question I've been having, right, my old man moment of, you know, basketball and these new players and how they do teams. The one thing I'm just tugging at, but I know Anthony Davis is a great player. I know he got more in him. I know he's going to win more, and I know he's going to lead to more. I want to see that. But when he does that, then I'll stamp that and say that. But a part of me feels like, just a small part of me, still a lot of respect. I count the chip and all that. I mean, I got to say all that. But a part of me feels like, damn, LeBron kind of did it again. Where I could muscle my team, and Anthony Davis did what we never seen before as a superstar, saying, I'm only going here. I'm going here, I'm not playing. I'm going here. And so part of it, and not saying from a Lakers standpoint, I'm just saying from an Anthony Davis standpoint, part of it is still not the organic. But now, let me also preface before I let you talk, my fault. I'm also the same person who feel like I don't count LeBron's Heat championships. I count them, but I don't. From a respect factor. I count them, but from a respect factor in all time, I don't. And I don't count Kevin Durant's Warriors championships from a respect factor.
Same energy.
So I got to say this about Anthony Davis. Not LeBron, but Anthony Davis. And LeBron kind of doing what he do, but Anthony Davis kind of... so tell me, I'm being an old man, and this is just how the NBA is now.
I think it definitely is how the NBA is now. I think us seeing like with the Warriors, like word that stuck out when you said the organic. The Warriors was kind of the only, well, before KD, that was like the only organic thing that we kind of seen. Like everything else was like not organic. You know? Everything else was.
But even Kobe and Shaq, because when Shaq got there, he had no intention on Kobe being one of the best players of all time.
Well.
Wait, LeBron
Shaq, I don't know if Shaq had the intention, but I've heard a story. I've seen a story where Jerry West told Shaq, "We getting this 17-year-old kid, and he's gonna be that."
But so, think about how egotistical Shaq was at the time. That's kind of why he couldn't mess with Penny. So even though Jerry probably told him that, I don't think Shaq took that to heart.
Yeah, Shaq probably
Like, yo, this is gonna be
Shaq
a top 5 playoff play. I think he went to LA, like he said, opportunity. They told him movies. That's how his agent pitched him. Yada yada.
Yeah.
So even to me, that's Shaq and Kobe. I can say is organic because he didn't know Kobe was gonna be Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
But so I just say that to say we've seen. I feel like the Spurs is very organic.
I meant more so in this era. That's what I meant. Like,
for the record, I don't really drink too much, but this is last night's Henny and Duce. We all drinking. Cheers. Cheers to the winner.
Yeah,
this is the last night to get
my
left.
cup is-
This is for Laker Nation and LeBron James.
Yeah, yes,
And
definitely.
they all part.
And Philly cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I'm having.
My
Dion
man,
Waiters.
Philly cheese.
Philly
Yo, the
cheese,
best part
man.
about Philly cheese win is they played the Heat,
Philly
who he
cheese.
started the season with.
Yeah.
They kicked him off the team because
Yeah.
he was wild.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
But y'all know
Philly
notice
cheese.
who I left out though. I didn't salute the LeBron Hive though. We gonna get there. We getting there.
Alright.
We gonna get there though.
Alright.
We gonna get there though.
I mean, we gonna get there. I don't want to battle LeBron
Yeah.
no more. But yeah, I'm gonna get there just because they, we got.
It was something, it's something that you did say a while ago, like about like letting you know what I'm saying, letting the Laker Nation, letting them kind of bug out if they want to But the thing is, I think the real Laker Nation people ain't even really like super bug out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not really gonna come to somebody who we think doubted us crazy and be like, cause it's kind of, if you real Laker Nation, you kind of,
you know what's crazy?
you get used to it a little bit, so you just
every single last one of Laker Nation that I know personally, I'm waiting for y'all. Like, I'm waiting for y'all to go black and go black. Y'all have none of y'all done it. None of y'all going crazy.
It's not really a Laker Nation thing. Like, it's not really like
it's
that.
It's not your personality trait.
Y'all got infiltrated. See, y'all got
Y'all
infiltrated.
infiltrated. Y'all did get infiltrated.
You see how the argument turned, like how the argument turned. It's never been like this before, right? It's never, the talk has never been around a Laker championship like this before until it's an infiltration going on, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's an infiltration going on.
You know,
the same people who was infiltrating was the same people that was sitting there rooting for the Cavs talking about how Kobe got carried by in the first 3 chips and how the Lakers won shit and what's going on with the Lakers now. The same one talking about we did this for Kobe and we don't lose with our black Mamba jerseys on. They the same, and that shit is disgusting to me, yo. That's disgusting, and y'all don't get no love. Root for y'all man, say the king, call him that, but all this we did it for Kobe and a Mamba jerseys, go straight to hell. Each and every single one of y'all doing that, yo.
Yeah, they
no morals,
yo. It's those ones they definitely did, you know, God bless my man soul, you know what I mean? But like they did at that time when LeBron was cash and they would talk down on Kobe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We've
like,
had plenty of arguments with these people. Like we was going back and forth. I remember what y'all said, and now y'all reposting y'all Instagram stories with LeBron over the Kobe Angel talking about we did it. We sick. We sick. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't respect y'all. So once again, salute to LeBron James, Laker Nation. Salute y'all. Y'all got it. The Hive.
No funny shit. I argued with mad fucking LeBron niggas about Kobe when he was.
Oh yeah,
the same ones talking about we
and
we Mamba jerseys. They're the same ones,
my
yo.
thing was like,
I don't like it, yo.
Even early on, I always fucked with LeBron. I never really had a problem with LeBron. I always like watching LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Always fucked with LeBron. So I never really kind of got people that was like LeBron people that was like. Had to say fuck Kobe for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really I could see if we had actually seen him go head to head, like for it or for the chip at some point, and you could be like, yo, you know what I mean? We never really get to see that. Yeah, so it was like you was kind of on it before it even happened.
Yeah, it messed it up. It messed it up, man. Trying to, like I said, I want the. I just don't even want no smoke with the LeBron. Because you can't, that's a running argument forever.
For real,
beefing with the LeBron Hive.
Shit.
Like, ain't no turning.
Treacherous waters.
Yeah, you'll be there for 1,000 days and 1,000 nights. You know what I'm saying? You better build the ark if you want to have a conversation about LeBron with somebody in the Bron Hive. What I will say though is, I say this, right? What is it? 10 finals appearances? Nine out of 10 years. 9 out of 10 years, excuse me. 9 out of 10 years. When I just hear that number, that's crazy.
Listen, the last time,
was
it the last time?
That shit wheels me back into like, oh yo, that shit is fucking crazy. Because I'm going crazy going back and forth with these maniacs, and to just sit there and realize, yo, that's really crazy. And then like, and I'm mad at myself for like, cause that. Yo,
so that's the thing.
Yo,
exactly.
That's crazy. Yo.
That's the thing. Right. When I've come to the conclusion maybe a couple years ago, right, where it's two wars. It's the LeBron fans and then it's the LeBron. And I realized I got a problem with the LeBron fans.
Bullseye.
It's not LeBron. And sometimes it's very hard to shake it
because
they make you, you know what I'm saying? They start talking crazy and then you gotta put it together. But it's really the beef with them because it's like, you don't gotta say these things, man. Like, we good at talking about how great he is, then you like, all time. Then we like, damn it, now come on, now we gotta have the all-time combo. And I gotta bring the bad out.
I think one of the things for us or for y'all is like, when people, we really like, especially y'all, niggas really know basketball, the sport of basketball. So it's like no matter who you're a fan of, you can still be like objective. You know when, you know what I'm saying, who you rooting for, probably on some bullshit. Same, you know what I'm saying? Like I love LeBron too, but I know when I can see like, you know, I know how to be objective about it. Yeah. I think a lot of people that are like LeBron fans, or even the people that became the Warriors fans.
What kind of distraction?
Really, yeah. I'm looking like I'm like LeBron.
My phone, we got the phones hooked up to the screen because we about to be taking Too Real to the next level. We got the shit hooked up to the screen and all that. We gonna show plays and all that when we want to get in depth. But one of the homies had his joint hooked up to the IG.
Too real.
And it was his IG, so it wasn't nothing too crazy, but it was distracting. Yeah. Going for what you're saying, guys.
I don't think they really like the same people that like been like LeBron fans for so long was kind of the same that was like Warriors fans. I don't think they really basketball fans. Right.
Yo, it's funny you say Warriors fans.
You know what I mean? I don't think they really like.
It's funny you say Warriors fans because I just randomly thought the other day, yo, what the hell happened to a Warriors fan?
What is that?
Like I started doing the calculations of all the fans I'm seeing. Like when you scroll your joint, you like,
what is that?
He's Lakers, and we know Lakers got a big fan base, so it's like, all right, this majority's Lakers. I know you Lakers, whether you LeBron or not, you Lakers. Okay, you Clippers. Okay, so the math. So where was all them damn Warrior fans at?
Think about this. Can you think of anybody that you know personally that was blackened when the Warriors beat the Mavericks in the first round when it was AC? Yeah, we did that shot. I told y'all. Yeah. Nobody, right?
I didn't
think so. Yeah, I didn't think so.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I was just thinking that.
But get back to that point. That's where all this shit comes from. Like, y'all don't understand. I recognize his greatness. That's where all this shit comes from. That's where the frustration comes from. And let's get back to the shot. Let's go back to the shot, yo. This is where it all comes from. Like, I don't care what nobody says, yo. I said this in the group chat. We've been talking about it like a couple of days. A wide open three in the NBA Finals, down by 1 with 8 seconds left. It's not a wide open shot. Not the wide open shot that you think it is. Ask Kyle Korver, one of the all-time leaders in NBA history. That was his first Finals game. His first fight, I don't know what the score was at that time, but they were down, wasn't they? Wide open in the corner, in the short part of the rim. This is one of the all-time greatest shooters in NBA history. Clank.
Yeah, it's not.
And with the game that the great LeBron James was having, yo, you don't understand how much I was enjoying that shit. The back and forth with him and Jimmy Butler, it was like, I loved it.
Yeah, it'd have been nice.
And just imagine, and like just to piggyback on like everybody's seen it by now, the famous the post. Yeah. Imagine what the argument would have been on your side. Imagine the shit on the big shit face I would have had on if LeBron James would have took 4 people to the basket, game winning NBA Finals number 4. What? Like I said it before. Like it's kind of cliche and kind of corny, but I'm gonna say it again. Uncle Ben from Spider-Man said it. With great power comes great responsibility. And so for the order in that moment to honest, yes, he was wide open. Basketball play, and for the record, nobody blaming LeBron. Nobody saying he's the reason they lost that game. Nothing to that. But at that moment, I will live and die twice on Sunday, every day of the week, with LeBron James taking that shot on 3 or 4 defenders. With besides Danny Green taking a wide open 3. I don't care. I want LeBron James because I know the caliber of play he is. He is great. I want that caliber of player to take that shot every time. Especially in that moment, and especially with the game he was having, yo.
I'm with you.
So that's like I recognize LeBron greatness. I'm not one of these off the wall dudes, blah blah blah. Like he's not in my top 3, or I say he's not the greatest ever, but he's an all-time great. He's top 10 to me, but I recognize his greatness, and that's where it all comes from, yo. His greatness.
I say 2 things about the shot and about LeBron. Like I totally agree. I just think between LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Frank Vogel, somebody's got to come up with a plan to get one of those 2 that shot. And I think as a player, since a kid, like everybody says, you always think about that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I more or less want the player to want it. I've been comfortable as a fan, win or lose, with losing a certain way. Like I know you're not gonna win every game. Sometimes you're gonna lose, and especially if I'm up 3-1, I can lose. Right? It's not that big of a deal. But I want my stars to have me lose. I don't want my role player to have me lose. That's why I get mad.
Not to cut you off, D, but if anybody besides Patrick Ewing, I was devastated when Pat Ewing missed that finger roll. If it hadn't been like Charles Oakley taking that shit to the basket and missing that finger roll, I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this episode right now. If it was anybody but Patrick Ewing missing that finger roll in '95 to go back to play, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want, yo. And that's me as like a 9-year-old boy, like, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
But I go down with my star. Pause. I lose. I've
every
been
day,
comfortable with
all
that.
the time, yo.
But in LeBron's defense, right? Unfortunately, what we have to become, or we have to take responsibility as fans, and now what we trying to do is too real and kind of change these narratives in sports and sports media is a lot of these players, the same reason I'm going to go to the Heat. As great as I'm playing, the majority of thing I see makes it look like I'm just some bum because I ain't winning a chip or whatever. So now I got to go chase a chip. I got to get a chip. I'm having these great numbers. I'm playing great, but since people bashing me, now I got to go get a chip. You know what I'm saying? So it's come down to, okay, so when I miss shots or something, I'm not Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I ain't taking the shot. Fuck it. Danny Green, you take the shot. Kyle Corbin, you take the shot. Other times, you know what I'm saying? So us as fans, a lot of times Twitter's funny, Instagram's funny. But these people look at Twitter and Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? And then they go, okay, well I gotta get a ring, well I'm going to the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not Michael Jordan if I don't do this, then so and LeBron is very calculated. Very calculated. We know that. Yeah. So I think that plays into it. So unfortunately I do think if the score is tied, LeBron takes the shot, yes. But it's down 1, no, I'm not taking the shot because I don't want to be in those conversations and be 90% negative when I'm averaging a triple-double.
But the other part to the argument is, like...
That's fire, too. He got to do the sports highlights and shit up there. That's fire. Yeah,
what's my shit to do it?
My fault.
Live TV with it.
My fault. Every episode we go, and shit about to get crazy.
But I picked it back up. But like, the other side of the argument is like, yo, Ev, 17 years, this is LeBron James. What are you still acting like? Why are you still like? You know why I'm still looking for that? Because I honestly, sincerely believe once LeBron James activated, fourth quarter, what was that? Game 5. Miami down 3-2. And Boston, we had like 49, whatever. Game 1 of the last when JR fucked up. Yeah. When LeBron is activated, what are you doing? What is anybody doing? What are you drawing up? What are you doing? Nothing. And I sincerely, the reason why I'm still on that argument, the reason why I'm still going to do that, I sincerely believe if that was more LeBron James, more activated, he wouldn't be 4-6. And I sincerely believe that shit, yo. And that's why I will always continue and piggyback off that argument. I'm not trying to compare him with MJ. I just want that caliber player to take that caliber shot and be that like just know you're not being fucked with.
But at the same time, and I'm not disagreeing with you. And I'm my fault. I want you to get in. Pause. I'm not disagreeing with you, but while we say he's 4-6, he went 10 times. That's crazy.
And that's when you got.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
trash.
went 10 times. Like,
that's when you calm down and relax.
It's trash to hate on him.
What the fuck do you
10
want?
times. How do you go 10 times?
It's trash to hate on him.
Like when you think about like and injuries, players breaking up, different teams,
Listen.
all that. When there's so many variables and some guys been there 10 times regardless of the situation.
Listen, I hated on
That's
LeBron until I
incredible,
couldn't no
man.
more.
And then it was
You hear me? I hated on LeBron until I couldn't no more.
Yeah.
That man he's it, man.
I'm not
I didn't start
I'm not
disliking
gonna lie to
LeBron
you.
until he went to Miami. That just wasn't at the time.
Yeah, Miami.
That wasn't the way we moved. That wasn't how we moved.
KD did it 2.0, but like
But LeBron set a precedent. Like that was something new.
Is he the guy?
Yeah, we was like, whoa, what is that?
Generation
That's some whole ass shit.
move, yo.
That was some bitch ass shit at the time.
But what I'm saying is, BB,
I was against him.
But listen, BB, what I'm saying is, it definitely was. It definitely was. That's why I say
At
I
the
don't
time.
really. That's why I say I don't really. But we gotta remember what was Twitter and Instagram.
LeBron
You
made
got Michael Jordan.
LeBron going to the
So it's
Heat
like, I gotta
with
get him
808s and heartbreaks.
sports media to do it every after
Tell me it
hit
wasn't.
7 years, however many years it was.
Yeah, Mike was at 8.
Hit,
Yeah.
once a nigga hit 7 to 8 years, they do it with everybody.
Yeah.
They did it. They started to do it with Giannis. They did it with 80 after 7. Every time, every player that by that 3rd or 4th year that they know that they start trying to say, oh, he's gonna be like a guy. Once that nigga hits 7 years, they like, alright, what you gonna do now?
The 7 years the mark. I don't know why.
But ain't that new? That's not new.
That's new.
That's new though.
You know what's crazy?
That's
7
new.
years the mark, but that's when the greatest placement, the statistics, like the majority of everybody thinks the greatest player of all time. That's what he did in 7 years.
Yeah.
And that's everybody else's mark. The
That's
greatest
what
player of all
it is,
time. Motherfucker, relax. Calm down, yo.
We gotta realize, like in the large scope, if you a player, if you get 2, you extra Gucci.
For real, yo.
But ever
Extra
since,
Gucci.
but until
But we made it so like you gotta not we, but I'm just saying from a overall
Hey, yo,
perspective.
I think it
Melo
also
won
happened-
top 10.
I think it,
Melo won arguably top 10.
Not 10.
Alright, I'm
I think it happened with LeBron with LeBron. Like I think because people started to see
And LeBron
somebody,
fans.
I think people started to see somebody that was getting like praise of he could possibly be as good as Mike. Because before that, I mean, during that, well, I mean it was Kobe too, but people were still wasn't trying to say.
But I
Kobe
think
was
that's why I
gonna
say
be the
LeBron
greatest.
fans also got to
Yeah,
take
yo.
some of that brunt
For real,
because
yo.
they also was the one, jumping out. Like I said, Twitter, all this stuff is happening at the same time, arguing. He's the greatest. It's like, yo, you don't got this to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So it all went hand in hand. It was all a pot of a perfect storm. But Kobe fans wasn't like that as far as talking about Mike.
Not at all, yo.
That never came up.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? That never came
And
up.
he's the closest one.
Mike
He's the
should never
closest
be,
one.
Mike should never be spoken of. Mike should never be spoken of. So it's just like, but the Braun fans, they got to take that. They was the one bringing up Mike. He wasn't even talking Kobe. They was just disrespect.
It was just,
and then it was just going straight to Mike. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are we at? Where we at? Just, I'm just curious.
Yeah, you guys are at, I don't know. To be honest, I can't say.
All right.
Well, real quick, I just want to jump on before we get off the whole entire finals. I want to jump back real quick to the game aspect of it.
30.
Like you watching the game, you notice things though. Somebody pointed out to me in Game 4 that Jimmy Butler. Matter of fact, it was you. Appreciate you, my brother. That's why we sitting here to
All the
this day.
time. Oh yeah, why the hell we didn't talk about Jimmy Butler yet?
Who pointed out
My bad, Jimmy.
that Jimmy Butler throughout the whole entire game,
Jersey's crazy.
the second triple double, he was guarding LeBron James
Oh,
and
my
AD throughout the whole entire game. And my selfish ass is sitting here like I'm mad at Jimmy Butler doing the He gets fouled. He's sitting there for 33 seconds getting up.
He put in
But
work.
think about it. He did the Jim Brown. I don't know. Just real quick, Jim Brown. If you ever go back to see some Jim Brown footage, Jim Brown, every time he would get tackled, you act like he's hurt or he's tired, and come back up another 6-yard run, knocking people over. But that's what Jimmy Butler was doing that game. He would get fouled and stop. Don't wait. I'm mad at Jimmy Butler. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. They about to come at you, but nah, he just like.
Yo.
But if you go to LeBron James throughout the whole entire game and have a triple-double,
That's
shit. And just imagine trying to come back 2 days later. That's why you see the 12 points. That's why you see the 20 points after it's impossible.
Especially since
perfectly in effort.
his teammates wasn't really making it.
No, it's not his teammates' fault. But you see Jimmy on the court. I got him. He like.
That's the only chance.
I mean, in the next game, it was a little harder for him to.
You can't.
So this is right. This is my thing, right? And we've talked about this before with championships and things like that, right? Now, of course, championships mean something to me, but at the same token, there's another part of the game where a person's not gonna get a championship. Like there was no way for Jimmy Butler to get a championship, but you could still win in other aspects. So now Jimmy Butler, there was no way they was really gonna get that. Especially, as far as after Dragic and Bam got hurt, they had a chance, everybody healthy. But after people got injured, there's no chance, right? So we know they're not gonna really win, right? You have to play that way, then it's just not humanly possible. But Jimmy Butler has now gotten into, and in certain aspects, has impressed more than LeBron and AD. From a standpoint of where we had him and where he's at.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a newfound respect
I got
for
a
Jimmy
whole newfound
respect. And when
respect
I mean
for
I
Jimmy
didn't know
Butler.
he was that nice. I didn't think he was all NBA nice. I know he's he's a perennial
all-NBA.
all-star, but all NBA.
I didn't think so either.
It's 3 teams. That's 15 players. Jimmy Butler is a top 15 player, and nobody's telling you no different.
Yeah, I'll put that
hands down.
I say the same thing. And and to me, he in his own right won a championship in a way. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he don't feel that way, but in his own right, from how I don't get it twisted, I have respect for him, but it's a whole nother. When I said that game, what was the first game they won? What game was that? Game 3.
Game 3, yeah.
Game 3 and Game 5. Since and the Miami Heat, funny enough, since Dwayne Wade's first championship, I couldn't remember a single player performance that impressed me that much. I was just seeing one player do so much, and it impressed me so much since Dwayne Wade's.
The tricky thing about like what Jimmy was doing in those particular games is during the season he was winning.
Bless you, my nigga.
They were winning, but I would see like even in the playoffs, I think I would probably see like you look at the box score, Jimmy had 18 and 5. But so it's like he always had that in him, you know what I'm saying? But like I could tell like he's a player that whenever he knows what he has to do in that moment, he just does that. Like if he don't have to do something, he's gonna do what he has to.
His perfectly in effort on both sides of the ball, and like a lot of criticism towards him, like, yo, he don't do it this game, he don't do it that game, but like he's really doing everything, defensively, offensively, everything, and like you physically can't keep up. Trying to be LeBron in no final, it's hard, yo.
One thing I've learned also, or learning, I don't feel, but I've just now started semi-understanding this from LeBron, right? A lot of times we like, yo, I want him to do this all the time. I want LeBron to go to the hole all the time. And it's like, realistically, they're not robots. They get tired. They play 82 games a season. Then the playoffs, you play another. You can't. You cannot. You just physically cannot go out and dominate every second, every minute that you playing. You have to take plays off. You have not take plays off, but it's a meticulous way of you know what I'm saying?
Picking and poison.
Yeah, picking and choosing when you don't want to go and not. So, and that's why even with LeBron, when you get older, I want an AD. Hell yeah, I need an AD. I can't be going super hard every.
It's been like that from the jump though, man.
No, definitely. But I'm just saying, from a LeBron standpoint, he's looking at championships.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all he's looking at now.
He even said that. Like,
it's once you win a chip, that's all this what it's about. That's why D Wade could do what he did after he had one chip.
Easy
I got a chip, I'm good. So now all I want to do is win chips.
And I got a chip. No,
but
no. Let's keep it up. That's how D Wade feel.
Yeah,
D Wade is Kobe on the low.
Like
he got that mentality. Is what I'm saying. Like he.
Too long.
No, I mean mentality wise.
You know, that Kobe is another kind of.
No, I mean mentally.
You know,
maybe he don't. He might not be that skill wise.
No, I'm not saying skill, but you know, Kobe is crazy.
I think D Wade is crazy in regards to basketball.
He's crazy.
Different
And he was.
Kobe in the court. Nah, it's not the same kind of crazy.
Because D Wade was able to snap out and Kobe was.
Ain't no snapping out.
Ain't no snapping out for Kobe.
Kobe got the. You're right. Kobe showed up to the Staples Center and it was snapped.
It was no snapping out for Kobe.
It was earned until we saw GG.
But D Wade was a nigga that could get there though.
Like, but D Wade is definitely more comfortable.
You know what I mean?
I got one and I got it, so I can feel like. You know,
facts.
I can feel like I'm.
I'm big homie.
I'm big homie. Nah, I'm not that. I am big homie.
Yeah,
like I'm big homie, nigga. I ain't got one.
I ain't tripping. You could be the man, but I'm big homie.
But you know,
I'm good. So definitely. But dang, I forgot what was the.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Nah, that was You was all facts. I don't even remember what we was talking about.
Nah, D Wade, like 2 years before the big three, D Wade turned into a model.
Yeah, Miami turned.
Come on. No, Gap.
He was chilling for like a year before that, before the big three shit. He was kind of like, I would notice it like, this nigga kind of I don't know if he all the way in this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he was here in Miami. Miami turned around. That's why you gotta certain destinations and sports.
But let's keep it up. We gotta respect him for the fact that he even had that focus at one time in Miami.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Miami ain't no place you should be able to focus and have money.
I think.
But that's when definitely that was early. That was
baggy
came from. Baggy jeans and all that. He ain't
fully
get
But I think he started messing with Gabby early, and then that's his wife from today. So I don't think he had that distraction.
She fucked him up.
I don't know the timetable.
I'm not sure about that, but like, I mean,
I'm just saying I don't know the timetable. But I know at one point, remember he was in Miami with the big Chicago jeans and all that. He wasn't fully Miami'd out yet.
Remember he had the ball and all. He didn't care about none of that shit. After the chip, couple years, he started becoming a superstar.
Right after the chip,
nigga had a fresh cut every game. You know what I'm saying? Nigga had earrings playing in the game.
I'm up, my nigga. Like, listen, I got a 7 outside. I got 7 series outside. I'm trying to
do it to you.
How confident you in a repeat?
In a repeat, I don't know what's gonna happen next year. I don't know like what team is gonna. I'm not really big on. I don't really do that many predictions like that. Because I know the game. I watched the game for so long. I know you never fucking know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so many.
Like you never know. Like it could be like when they said as of today the Lakers are the favorites to win.
They have to be.
But last year I'm sure when the Raptors won or the Warriors, I'm sure the Raptors was probably odds on favorites to be at least top 3 probably.
I doubt it.
Well, when it
at top 3?
If Kawhi
like
was
the next
still
day,
there,
yeah, absolutely.
Like the very next
absolutely.
day, before they knew what was gonna happen.
But I tell you right now,
a month later he's gone, and then
the Lakers. When the odds come out, the Lakers will be at top of the throne, and as long as LeBron James and AD teammates, they deservedly should be at the top of the throne. They're the defending champs.
Well, yeah, I don't see who else in the.
The Warriors will be back. The Warriors will be back.
Who else in
the Clippers will be like relax everybody. The Clippers will be right. The Clippers will be back.
I don't
have faith in the Warriors being back.
Or you never know, some rent like the fucking Rockets out of nowhere could.
No.
They
all who we are. They all who we are.
There's already the teams is already there. The Nuggets only gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Michael Porter Jr. only gonna get better. So we know they gone. You know, it's gonna be the same usual suspects.
You're gonna see.
We'll see what the Warriors do.
It's just sometimes you feel like that, and then the next year, it's just you don't see them niggas like.
No, definitely. Yeah, no, there's definitely gonna be like the 2 teams that shoot. The Rockets might be one of them joints, man. Shoot. Yeah, I don't have too much faith. Why keep saying shoot? I don't have too much faith in them.
You know how we feel about Clay. We never saw angry Clay. I'm back Clay. Something to prove Clay. Oh yeah? we never seen that type of or Steph though, cause we never seen that.
I mean, they gonna win games.
I'm ready for that though.
They gonna win games. They gonna be a playoff team, but do I
They'll be
think
right
they
back in
gonna
the
be
mix.
I don't think so.
They could be a team like when you say they're gonna be right back. Like when a lot of these teams they think like, all right, we gonna be back in 2 years. You never see them niggas.
Never happens again. It never happens again.
Niggas again after that.
It never. My bad. I got the cotton crazy. This your water?
Like what happened when?
I poured whatever water this is. It's one of y'all water.
Yeah.
Like what happened when the Thunder after the Thunder lost to the Heat?
I don't want to look at this right in my shit. No, I got the
you could have swore they was like after they went to the finals and they lost to the Heat. You're like, alright, they lost now, but in the next 2 years, them 3 niggas gonna have a chip together. James, KD, and Russ gonna have a chip together. Next year, James is going.
Yeah, you just never could. Every time the Warriors came together, they gonna win 10 in a row.
Yeah, we didn't know they was going. We didn't know they
were. Warriors coming. We didn't see that in facts.
What I what I will say is the Clippers will be back.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody relax. They'll be back. Kawhi ain't going nowhere. Kawhi's still there.
The Clippers.
I think Toronto Lue. I think Toronto Lue will take the job.
I don't know. I don't even care.
Yeah, it don't matter. They'll be back regardless. So you know what I mean?
Kenny Atkinson.
I don't even care. They gonna be back. I'm just saying as far as they gonna be back. Are they gonna win a chip? I don't know. But I'm saying as far as that, they gonna be back. They gonna be back. The Nuggets gonna be back. There's gonna be. Just enjoy it. Like you said, you got it the right way. Just enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it right now. Worry about next season when you see the team of next season. Who knows? I don't know who free agents. Anybody free agents? Anything like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't think of
time. Yeah, who is a free agent? AD is supposed to be a free agent, but
don't worry about that.
I just want to see Kyrie and Kyrie and KD next year, and then
I don't even really got too much faith in them.
I just want to see it. I just want to see it.
I think
I
they'll
do and
be
I
up
don't.
there, but I can't say they'll.
I do and I don't.
I think they'll be up there as a top 3 team, probably.
I just look at it like this, like you said, man. Sports, right? It just happens so fast. Where like somebody's on top, and it's just like this. And there's constantly these young, great players coming in. We got the John Morants, we got the Devin Bookers, we got the Zions, we got these players. These players is only gonna get better. We got Brandon Ingrams, we got, what I'm saying? We got so much talent that's just only gonna get better, and they starting to get 23, 24, 25. So I think these kids are about to take over the league more than I have faith in Clay and Steph and all these people having second runs. People don't really have second runs unless you Michael Jordan.
How many times you
and
seen
his wasn't even because of the age.
And hey, how long before the young niggas start joining forces?
Yeah, that's true. They got contracts. Yeah, that's true. So.
I'm just saying. They gonna
they
follow LeBron.
They ain't ready yet though.
But they gonna follow LeBron.
Whoever the next superstar. We don't know who the next superstar is. And that's who makes the rules.
I feel like these young niggas.
You know what I'm
saying? That's who said it.
Y'all don't think they gonna follow LeBron? LeBron is GOAT for them.
Somebody gonna switch it up. Somebody gonna say that's the old way.
Whoever the next LeBron is,
whoever
the next LeBron is,
I ain't gonna lie. I hope they a G.
You can see that in a few of these young niggas, like a John Morant. Oh,
he seemed G'd up.
But you know what I learned?
He seemed G'd up.
But you know what I learned just from a human factor, right? We always go one end of the spectrum to the next, right? So that's why we go Obama, Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's just how humans go.
Not in the league though.
Now everything goes like we had
Kobe.
Kobe got Shaq traded.
LeBron.
Kobe got Shaq traded. You know how crazy you gotta be to be like,
But that's as crazy as Mike was.
No, but
we were Mike Kobe though.
Nah, but I think Mike would have not got Pippen traded.
If Pippen was acting up.
Nah, he would have not got. Shaq wasn't acting up. Kobe just wanted to have. I just want to show you that it's me.
You're right.
Kobe said, "I just want to show you it's me."
Kobe is wild.
At the end of the day, what I learned with teammates and all that is they teammates. They're not friends. They don't hang out. They go on the court. That's it.
He's just one of the niggas to know.
And win mad championships.
He's just one of the niggas to know that it was me.
But if he want to go, it's me. I don't want nobody saying, yo, Shaq is the reason why. So Shaq got to go. I'm going somewhere, but I got to be as me. Then LeBron come and do the opposite. I don't care what I got to do. I'm just winning.
That's a fact.
The next
You're
person
right,
probably
though.
might be like the youngest,
That's
like,
a fact.
nah, I'm going
Yo,
back to the.
think about this, yo. That's you fucking one.
He hit it on the nose,
You go back and
though.
forth.
You a cowboy nigga. You
Yeah,
think
that's a fact.
motherfucking Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith from hanging out off the field?
Hell no.
Could it be?
Hell no.
Hell fucking no,
You
yo.
think, yo,
They won 3 out of 4 though, but the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
none of them already
Yeah.
seen with
Yeah.
Michael Irvin off the field. Nah.
He never seen that nigga ever. He never seen
They love
that
Mike. When we're in the locker room, Mike is the funniest person, the coolest. Yo, you can drive me to. Nah, my wife said you can't.
It's quiet. It's quiet.
I
got a
if you-
2-seater,
If they
nigga.
just see me with you, they like, I'm
Me and
going to
security,
get
nigga.
You know he on the stick too.
Facts.
You know he on the sugar.
Like good old .4.
So
He
they
on
don't
the
even
sugar.
need to be teammates, man. It's a whole different. They don't care.
And to pivot real quick though, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, past Sunday, the Dak injury and all that shit.
Yeah.
That shit. That shit changed my whole outlook on NFL football. And even to the point of my team. Like, I would never want the motherfucking Giants to pay a quarterback as much as Patrick Mahomes or what Dak is looking to get paid for. I don't care how talented he is. I don't think that's the key, that's the blueprint to winning football. Football is the ultimate team sport. You need to have that money to have around to have the whole team. And with that being said, yo, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what the situation is. Only this is with my personal team. I will hope they want to pay a quarterback or somebody that much money. But yo, every NFL player get your money every single time. Hold out, get your money. No, he will, but I don't care. Put up a fight, do all that. Give him hell and do everything you possibly got to do to go get your money. Don't settle. Don't say, all right, fine, go get your money. I don't care if you got to lead the team. Hold out, do everything you possibly do, but go get paid to the highest extent. I do not care, yo, because that shit was just whack, yo.
You gotta get your money in the sports. And luckily, Dak was still. It's gonna be back to negotiation though. It's gonna be a bargain.
I think the Cowboys feel fucking terrible now.
No, they don't. They don't care. It's a business.
You're right though, but I'm thinking though. I'm giving them benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping they do the right thing with this shit.
At the end of the day, they look at it like they bringing this to the negotiation. It's just we gonna nope.
Yeah, you're gonna use it against his ass.
Yeah, they gonna bring it to the negotiation. It's still a.
Hope he leave though.
Nah, he ain't gonna leave. He gonna stay. They gonna get it done.
That's
They gonna make it
crazy,
happen
man.
because I seen Stephen Jones said before the injury, not signing Dak over the summer was my biggest $40 million mistake. Meaning he know he got to start with $40 million next season.
If that's I don't care.
And they were saying, talks of 40. It was just whatever talks of. And Mahomes, in a way, which is a contract. Mahomes kind of messed up in his contract. And I like what Dak was doing. Mahomes got $500 million, but he really got $140 guaranteed. But Mahomes is so good, he could have got $500 million. He's that good. Why can't I give me everything you got? He could have stuck them up. He's 24. He don't got to take no breaks. I don't care about none of that. Y'all figure that out. These owners is billionaires, man. So they got Dak is still gonna get paid, but do I think the ownership feel bad? No, they gonna be at the negotiating table with the agent, and he got injured last year, so
that's why, and that's nasty, and that's why I say
and that's the business. It's just the business.
That's nasty, man.
It's whack, but it's the football. The whack thing about football is, and why it's hard from a guaranteed money standpoint is, like other sports is, it's so rough. People gonna get hurt. So it's like, how can I give you? But a Pat Mahomes could get it. But I'm just saying this is the gaffle they kind of use, but it kind of makes sense. If you my just safety, right? Not my star player, you my safety. How can I give you guaranteed money and you hitting people every second? It's just only natural that half of y'all not gonna be here when the end of the season, so I can't be giving y'all guaranteed money. But as far as Dak is gonna get the money.
Definitely.
So I'm not even worried about that. But Dak, I went through a couple things, right? We talk about Dak. I gotta show support. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, and you talking about the money, I was real strategic.
That needs to give you some money.
And so funny you say that. I was strategic. I'm a cowboy, but I was strategic. I got a Cowboy Dak jersey, but they gotta pay us because when we get back to next summer, we back to the negotiation table. So I gotta throw my Cowboy Dak on. This is a you see the press guy, because a lot of people might know this is a college joint. These is real rare, like, okay?
Heisman candidate in Mississippi State.
All right, so if we talk about Dak joint injury, right? I went through a couple phases, right? First, of course, you know, everything, world crushes, yada yada, blah blah blah. But then at some point, I started thinking. Romo said something about it, and then I started thinking like, damn, I can't act like, you know, not to minimize it. I can't act like he died, right? And second, players get injured all the time, every day, and they go through that same thing. Where I worked all year for this, and I got injured. God damn it. This just happens, of course, to be the quarterback, and we know in football, the quarterback. So I had to realize I have to have a remorse for all players that get injured. You know what I'm saying? And especially ones who's not going to get whatever $1 million contract next year.
He good.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to put that in a sort of, and Dak helped me put that in a sort of perspective. One thing to say about Dak, and then if I'm going to talk about Dak, right? This is why I love Dak, right? Crying, and that hurt me to see him cry like that. Because, you know, Dak is strong. We know what Dak's going through off the field. Brother just committed suicide. You know, we see a Skip Bayless question his leadership, and why that's such a big deal is because we have to remember Skip Bayless and that show is maybe the biggest media show.
Huge platform.
You know what I'm saying?
Huge
So
platform.
we got all these things going, and he's playing at maybe the highest level. Yes, the highest level he's ever played, right? And then you get injured, so all that's terrible. We just talked about depression. You don't want to see that. But this is why I love Dak and why it snapped me out of it. Then that's when I start thinking about the injured players. As he's being carted off, I see him do this, right? And I remember, I forgot what football player, not to give him his credit. It was a play, right, where a person dropped a pass in the end zone to win the game. It might have been like Julio Jones, and it might have been Malcolm Jenkins. That's the first two names that come up. I think Julio dropped a pass in the end zone like to win the game. That would have won. And Malcolm was coming back, and Julio was talking to him. And everybody thought, Malcolm was talking to Julio, and everybody thought, you know, he's talking shit to Julio, like, you fucking the game. So they asked Malcolm, I'm thinking it's these two. They asked Malcolm at the end of the game, well, what did you say to him? And he said, I told him, thank God. Even in bad times, thank God. You know what I'm saying? So to see Dak do that at that moment, I'm like, damn, this is why I love Holmes, man, because...
You know what's crazy, yo?
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, yo, again, we talking about wheeling it back in. That injury, like, it wheeled me back in. Like, a lot of it between me and you and Dak, NFC East, Cowboys.
Yeah.
I can't for a lot.
Since the lunch table.
Facts.
The lunch table.
All this shit had to wheel me back in with Dak after the injury, because, like, we have this argument go back and forth. I always give it for the intangibles. A1 intangibles. And forget what I think about him as far as his skill, like as far as right now, forget that part. His intangibles, he is as a player. I want that to date my unborn daughter. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of person. Like he's like, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's a black quarterback, and you know the history of black quarterbacks in this league. So like. But you know he's on the Cowboys though, so it's like I said, I got to build it back in though. You know what I mean? I got to build it back in.
No, I get it 100%. The crazy thing is that's one thing I realized too the next day, that you know, because of different things, which I think the Cowboys, I think Skip, I think black quarterback has all been these things that have made Dak sort of like. Not get the credit I think he deserves like other quarterbacks, which I understand. I seen a respect I've never seen before, like this morning when I started seeing throughout.
Got mad love,
yeah,
yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Mad love, yo.
And so to me, and then when I start thinking about how Dak think, you know what I'm saying, because that's the type of inspiration for real. Because every time he talk, regardless of how down it is, he's just a super positive dude, right? I'm like, all right, well, I start looking up the recovery time. I'm like, okay, all right, we'll be back. OTAs, better than ever. I can see the story now.
You know what's crazy? Unfortunately, like the injury was gruesome.
Yeah.
But yo, it's a compound fracture.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fine, yo.
Yeah.
He's gonna be just fine, yo.
That's
he
the
good.
Yeah, that's the good thing. And so we just on to the next. And so, and a part of me, if I'm just being honest, feel like NFL ain't going past November anyway.
It's getting crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
And
when we went, and no hate to y'all, but when we went our shit, because it's been longer for me than it has for you. When we went our shit, I need everybody Everybody gotta be outside. I need everyone outside. So I'm all, I can see it. I can see the story now. I see the way it's going. Oh my God. I'm getting a tattoo that night.
I'm getting low.
I'm taking 3 drugs. I don't know what 3, but 3 drugs is being taken. I don't take drugs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a night of
mountains in the street.
I gotta make a story.
Give it to me, baby.
I feel like I gotta make. I done waited too long. I gotta make a story. So I see already how it's gonna go down. So we just better than ever.
James all night. Fuck it.
Better than ever. But again, I want to also just highlight all the players that get injured. You know what I'm saying? The players who rookies who don't got no money from the dirt and they get injured and they've been working hard all their life for that moment. I gotta send some love to them too, because you're not a franchise quarterback, so you don't really get talked about. That shit sucks. You know what I'm saying?
And just, I want to say something real quick. Daniel Jones. Notice how I didn't say Danny Bingo.
We still beating the Giants.
Or Dynamite. Whatever.
We still beating the Giants.
Or Thunder. You know, I didn't say none of the funny nicknames I've been going over the past whatever games.
Yeah, we still beating the Giants.
I'm done. I was wrong. Like
you wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong. Your organization was wrong.
It's not that I was wrong.
Yeah. Your organization was
wrong. Gotta
admit
that, and then remember what I said. Everybody remember what I said. I didn't know anything about Daniel Jones. I just know I'm gonna give him a chance because he's our quarterback. He's the system to pick. But remember what I said. If he don't pan out, Gettleman gotta go. Get the fuck out of here.
This is what I say about quarterbacks.
Fuck out of here.
This is what I say about real quarterbacks, real quick, and then we're gonna get football heavy on the next episode. This is what I say about quarterbacks, right? And I'm going to say this with Carson Wentz, because I don't believe in Carson Wentz. They got this kid, I forgot his name, coming up. He's supposed to be the 1 of the 2 this year. One thing I think I've learned about quarterbacks is you got to go to a big program. You have to. You have to have played against certain defenses. I don't like... So one thing about Dak that I realized late, I didn't like Dak coming out of college. I didn't really know him. I seen him. Of course, I knew who he was, but I wasn't like, ooh, we got Dak Prescott. But then later I realized, hold on, he went to Mississippi State. He's in a big conference. He made his team number 1 in the nation, so he had to be special.
They were shit.
And it wasn't so conference is very, very important. You know what I'm saying? And so playing in Duke, you're not playing against a certain kind of defense. To play against, what's that in football? Is that ACC in football too?
ACC.
To play ACC, and I've seen Georgia Tech games, they play 4 running backs at a time. It's not NFL football. To play ACC defense and then to play NFL defense, you dead meat. But
what it was to me, nobody watches fucking Duke football. I don't give a fuck who you
Rightfully
are.
so.
I used to bet on Duke football college, and I didn't watch the fucking game. I just knew, they defense ain't shit. I'm gonna bet on the over. But nobody was sitting there with these strong ass opinions and couldn't even tell me what he did against Clemson. They couldn't tell me what he did against Florida State, Virginia Tech. Miami. They couldn't tell me nothing. They was just, he was a Duke. Johnny picked him at 6. I gave him a chance. It's like I'm not saying the skill wise ain't there, but the motherfucker, he can't do. Everything the turnover, yo. And every time he gets hit, I'm like, hold on to the ball. I can't do that with my quarterback. Every hit, I'm like, hold on to the ball, please. I hope he holds on to the ball.
It's not on you though. It's on your organization.
It's disgusting. I'm done.
It's your organization. They should have never got him. And like I said, you went to Duke. Why are you taking a quarterback from Duke? Come on, you gotta.
We could have got another old lineman.
Only reason why you gotta go to a small school and I'm taking you had bad grades and you got arrested or something. But if you just wasn't a top player and you went to Duke, that don't make sense. So I'm not taking you on football.
I'm glad you said that because I'm not a Giant fan like that either.
Look at Kansas. Look at the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs. That's why certain teams always win, right? Except for Bill Belichick. But Bill Belichick is super detailed. He go there and see the person, so he do. But Chiefs know, okay, we got a late round pick. We just won a Super Bowl. What we gonna do? Get the best running back from one of the biggest schools. I know you know how to play.
Facts.
I know you know how to play.
Right in.
You might not be the best running back on the board, but you went to a big school. You know how to play.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You know how to play against big time defenses. I don't know them kids that went to Memphis that have mad yards. They might be good, but they never played against an Alabama defense or Florida State defense, or you know what I'm saying? So that's why one thing you're gonna get. Trust me, you're gonna get kids in from little schools who got talent. But quarterback, it's too much of a risk for me to take it
I agree.
at that high. So that's why I said it's on your.
I'm on film. I'm on record. I'm off that train. His Dame Jones. I'm done. And real quick before we end it off, Russ Wilson got his A1. He got his Jerry. I'm not calling him that, but he got his Jerry Rice. He got his Rice to Montana. He got his Brady to Moss.
Yeah,
he got one. DJ Metcalf and I can't wait. I can't wait to see the future of them two.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, Russ is playing at an unbelievable level. Believable level because he's been playing like this. So I don't even want to say that because he's been playing like this for years. But he's taking it. It's incredible when you keep taking it up notches. That's what I say.
They should be 4-1. I don't know what the fuck.